Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So in this video I'm going to be showing you a pretty cool ability based build that I've kind of come up with and just been using recently, and overall been having a lot of fun with. So because of that I wanted to share it, and yeah, that's basically it. So getting into it, weapons are kind of irrelevant for this build. However, Wellspring does really help out the build a lot. I've been having a lot of fun with Wellspring gear. Currently I don't have gold roll Wellspring stuff. Like I want better Wellspring rolled weapons, like a Ambitious Assassin, Wellspring, Deafening Whisper for example. I've kind of got like split rolls across the board, and basically I just want more Wellspring gear. But the main focus of this build is actually in the armor mods. So getting into it, I want to cover the new mods, Bolstering, Detonation, and Focusing Strike. So basically the whole focus of this build is your class ability energy will synergize with your grenade and your melee. Melee not so much, but mostly grenade. So basically what you'll do is you'll pop your class ability, right? And then you'll need to recharge it. Currently it takes me 41 seconds to recharge that, which is far too long for what we want to be doing. So, you'll have Bolstering, Detonation, and Focusing Strike to get that back. Basically, what you'll do is you'll throw a grenade, and you'll basically be tagging them. So, I have dust-filled grenades, really any grenade works, any class, any subclass, whatever. Everything works, so yeah, I've been really enjoying the dust-filled grenades though, since they charge, or they, not charge, but they like tick a lot more often, and obviously when the cooldown on Bolstering Detonation is over, you'll get more class ability in pretty much the same grenade, which is great. So there's that, and then Focusing Strike doesn't even take an ability. You could do this with any form of melee, which is super nice. So you can just slap someone in the face and get class ability back for free. And I'm using Necrotic grip, which means slapping someone in the face with my melee means they're going to burn out and die, and then corrupt other enemies around them, and they'll all burn out and die, and corrupt other enemies around them and burn out and die. And it's just overall great. So that's that out of the way. Now, when we pop our class ability and use our grenade, we're going to want a grenade back. So for that we have Bomber. I don't know if these stack anymore. I actually should mention that these do not stack. Like if you had double Bolstering Detonation, it doesn't work. It just gives you the same amount of energy as like one Bolstering Detonation, which is rather unfortunate because they used to stack. Like Bomber used to stack, right? But I don't know if it still stacks, because if these new mods don't stack, does Bomber still stack? I'm not sure. I haven't fully tested it. So if you know, then yeah, I guess let me know. I was thinking about using stuff like this, because I mean, this really does help, but because I don't actually need my melee charge, I just figured it'd be better to go double Bomber in case it does stack. So yeah, there's that. So basically, we'll use our class ability, we'll get a grenade, we'll get like a big chunk of grenade energy, which brings us closer to activating this again. So that's kind of how that synergizes, and then I also have Dynamo. So I get a bit of super energy when I pop my class ability too. So not only will we get grenade energy, but we'll also get super energy, and then obviously because we've got grenade energy, we can charge that into this, or synergize it with this, get more class ability, so on and so forth. And then obviously Wellspring, on top of that, will basically, as we get kills, because obviously you're not just going to be sitting there spamming abilities, you're going to be using weapons as well. So you'll be using your weapons with Wellspring. Wellspring's a very, very good perk. And that'll basically give me more grenade energy, more class ability energy, which I can use my class ability energy to get me super energy, and yeah, the rest is history. I mean, it's a great build. Very, very good synergy. Now, you're probably wondering about the charge of light mods and stuff I have on. This is all kind of irrelevant for the build. This is just for extra damage, really. And for extra DR, you could put whatever you want in these, it doesn't really matter. Same with the heavy, like I'm just using air apparent because I was just messing around with it, none of that really matters. But yeah, you can use stuff like this. You know, I could get a portion of my grenade energy back for a stack. You could use that if you want. Personally, I'm not going to use stuff like that, because I rather just have the extra damage from high energy fire. But you could do that, and it would work very well. I'm not sure what else you could do with abilities in Charger Light stuff. I'm sure there's other things like melee and stuff, you know, like meleeing spawns an orb. There you go. You could synergize that with Focusing Strike, so on and so forth. Anyway, that's the build out of the way. Let me know what you think of it. I will be showing some gameplay showing off the cooldowns, how often I can get these abilities, and then obviously just going around killing enemies with Wellspring, spamming abilities, and getting them back really fast. You can see here, 41 seconds for a Rift, 53 seconds for a Grenade. We're going to be cutting that down more than half the time. It'll take like 15-20 seconds to get a class ability, and like 20 seconds tops to get a grenade with all of this going. It's very, very good. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything else to say. Oh, actually, fragments as well. Because I am using Stasis, I'll be using my grenade and my melee to, you know, synergize with my class ability. But on top of that, because it is Stasis, I'll be freezing enemies. I'll get bonus damage for doing that, which means my Wellspring weapons will do more, which actually makes up for not having a damaging perk on them, which is great. And then I'll also have enemies will freeze longer, which is great. And ignore this fragment. This one's kind of irrelevant. I do need to do a bit of a change around with that. I'll probably go with the one that grants resilience. I'm not sure what that's called, but if you know what it is, then yeah, just imagine that's there. But anyway, that's the build. That is my setup. Let me know what you think of it. Obviously, I need better Wellspring weapons. I'll work on them. But right now, this is kind of what I'm dealing with. Most of the build is focused on here. Necrotic Grip is optional, but it is very, very powerful because you will be meleeing a lot of things. And it basically removes the danger from meleeing stuff, and also increases DPS, and also makes it so you can get good ad clear. So, with that being said, again, that is it for this. I'll show some gameplay showing off all of this in action. So if you want to stick around for that, go ahead. I recommend doing that, considering that's the main focus of the build, you know, actually showing it off. Other than that, thanks for watching, and adios.